Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Some Kind of Wizard, and it's time for another Dota 2 cast. And for once, I'm not with the illustrious and handsome Josh. Instead, I'm with the illustrious and some other descriptive words, Kikka.
Hi, I'm Kikka. Nice to meet you.
And we've joined a game that's already begun. It's just a random pub game that we just sort of hop onto the watch tab and just see what happens. So now we'll run you through the characters. On the Radiant side, we've got Fugu playing as the Disruptor. We've got Paven playing as Rubik. We've got Sinshay playing as Luna. We've got some Asian characters I can't understand playing as Batrider, and we've got Bounty Hunter as CMV. And on the Dire side, we have DJ Sudi as the Wisp, Nocti as the Troll. We've got an Invoker mid, Targent, and then we've got Dogud, the Shadow Demon, and Jack Do Ripper as Spirit Breaker.
No.
Okay then, so starting this in. Let's have a look here. We've got a tri-lane up here in the top. Which, you know, not terribly bad idea.
Especially when you get to fuck over Spirit Breaker and his Shadow Demon.
Yeah. Well, we'll put it this way. There's a lot of CC available to them. Disruptor can pull in Spirit Breaker or send him back every time he goes for his little charge nonsense. Of course, a Rubik lift will disrupt quite a lot of combat. Although, it seems that... No, I thought Rubik was going to be body blocked then by the Disruptor.
They have a nice little ward by the one creep camp to make sure that they don't get a gank on them.
Yep, they managed to land it actually just before the creep camps will spawn, so it's not even, there wasn't even one to start them off with. And it's a pretty popular choice. Usually you would see players moving in to try and stop that from happening in the early game, at least in high yellow, but you know, that doesn't seem to have happened on this occasion. And Luna is having a really easy time last hitting as well.
Yep. How do you think this Invoker will do against the Batrider?
That's hard to say. Like, I see this matchup a lot of times. The problem is this Batrider isn't quite keeping up that sticky napalm. There's a popular theory, and it's that once you hit 3 stacks of sticky napalm, run the fuck away, because if you don't, and he gets another one on you, you're probably going to get killed by abilities.
Mm-hmm. That Invoker's just leveling up his fire.
Yep.
No problem.
People are talking to me on Steam, which is very mean of them when I told them that I'm casting.
Tell them I say hi, and then I hate them.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to stop responding to him now. Anyway, look, now we can see that Invoker's hit that magical 4 stacks, but there's no Batrider moving in to stop him. Like, there's a surprising amount of damage that can be dealt, and he probably doesn't realize this Invoker has no Invoke. He's got a point in Quas and 2 points in Exhort and no abilities, so Batrider could easily have just killed him. Yeah,
but Disruptor's just hanging around there at level 1.
Yep, looks like he wants to try and make a gank happen. Nope, Invoker is finally invoked, but he went for Sunstrike instead of Cold Snap, so now is an excellent opportunity for them to get killed.
And then
that's 3 stacks. He needs to be back up now.
Disruptor might go for this invisibility rune, or...
Nope, it's going to go to the Rubik. He's got the easier lift, and Disruptor hasn't got hard CC yet. He'll probably want to follow up with the wall when he gets lift.
I gotta hit this guy. 10. Why are they not getting Invoker? This is ridiculous.
I don't get it at all. So let's look out into the other lanes. They could have had him, but they didn't. Troll is having not a bad time at all getting some farming done. He's got Wisp there, so Bounty Hunter is just straight up afraid to move in. Like, that's risky. If he gets caught and stunned without any kind of stealth detection on him, then he's in trouble. That Wisp is not carrying any wards to reveal him, though, so if that Bounty Hunter stays invisible, should prevent himself from getting killed. But he'll bring in some sentries probably relatively soon.
We got some action up top with...
Oh, but Sunstrike comes down and doesn't quite finish off the Luna, but there's a quickly escaping Jackdaw Rooper.
They stunned the Luna before she could run under the Sunstrike. So a bit of bad teamwork there.
Well, sometimes it comes down to a shot in the dark. I wouldn't hold it against them if they thought that stun would have helped.
True.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of how these actual lanes will go. If that Bounty Hunter just manages to play it safe, he's actually getting some last hits, which he should not be getting at all. He should just be sitting there trying to desperately soak up experience. He is really doing well on that lane. Troll has got 13 last hits, which means he's actually really not doing as well as he could be. He's just missed a couple most likely. He hasn't got many denies at all. Yep, he can just keep on going invisible. He'll be perfectly fine.
His Wisp hasn't gotten a single ward.
Yeah, no, Wisp has not brought any wards down, although admittedly the Courier hasn't been upgraded for the Radiant side, and he'll need to be soon if he wants to bring some regen to this Bounty Hunter, or he'll be in danger on that lane. And First Blood, I missed it! Can't believe... Oh, in fact it's a kill there as well. Looks like Dogu West managed to take a Shadow Demon kill. I'm not sure exactly how I did it, I completely missed that, I'm afraid. But then the follow-up kill there ruins Jack Do Ripper, the spirit... It's really fun to say his name. Jack Do Ripper completely destroyed him, and he got popped off by the last hit.
Thinking this Invoker is going to get harder to gank because he's got 15 stacks on his magic wand now.
Oh yeah, like if you're up against a Batrider in the middle, then you definitely want a wand because there is nobody else in this game more guaranteed to give you 1 stacks. I really can't think of anyone better for it. In fact, right now he should go on some massive aggression, deal some damage, use up his stacks, and then just wait for it to fill up again. Because Snow's got a magic wand that's just not doing anything.
Mm-hmm. He totally
He used a Sunstrike and whiffed it. And on the top, we see that Spirit Breaker tries to go in and take down the Disruptor, but he gets hard to see by the wall. If Rubik gets in a lift, he does not. He's already used it. He doesn't have the mana. The vision goes to Luna. The body blocks by Shadow Demon are perfect. Oh.
He nails a Lucient Beam, and it looks like Shadow Demon's really freaking low. They won't be able to
Oh,
do
and here comes Batrider! Oh, can you hear Flight of the Valkyries? He gives them all the vision they need. Spirit Breaker might get away. In fact, he's running desperately towards any creep at all that might be able to save him. He's headed down to the middle or the bottom, one of those two, because you can just use it to escape. It was a lucky escape, but they should have been ready for it. That Batrider shows a great time to turn up. And with that, it looks like the top tower's going to go down. Is it going to be a trade for the middle tower? No. Invoker's barely chipped it down at all.
Jack the Ripper's heading bottom right at the Bounty Hunter. Is he...
Oh,
they
the
still don't
Sunstrike.
have any sight.
Oh, this could be a kill, but Bounty Hunter doesn't have the mana to finish off Spirit Breaker. Oh, that's a heartbreaking moment. That Spirit Breaker's going to be TPing back anytime soon. Yep, he's got enough money to buy a stroll, he does it and he goes. It's a good choice to get out, really. He's in no good position.
This game does seem to be a bit full of heartbreaking moments so far.
Yep, especially in that Invoker failing to do anything. Oh, Batrider moves into a bad position. Shadow Demon sets up, steals the illusion rune. Look at all those illusions, but Batrider has Firefly, so he'll be perfectly fine. Just fly over whatever he wants. But he'll be feeling bad at that army of little illusions there, pushing him away. And he could have really done with that bottle charge, because it's completely empty now. I'm not really sure that I like what Invoker's doing. He's gone for a Ring of Basilius, although it's possible that he'll just be dismantling it and turning those into, yep, Tranquil Boots. Okay, no, I don't mind now at all then. That was a perfectly good option. And he'll probably end up turning that... actually, I'm not sure what he wants to turn that Sage Mask into. He could just keep random Sage Mask, or he could jump right into a Yules, which is also a nice choice. It has the movement speed bonus on it as well, which everyone's quite a big fan of.
He could use the magic regeneration if he wants to put on some aggression, which
yeah.
he should be doing.
Yeah, he should be. He's got the abilities. He used a Sunstrike again, so he must have used it for some kind of fight. And Troll Waller goes in, and he's got a lot of damage with that wall. Stops him just in time, so they're going to be able to keep on aggressing him. Wisp is trying desperately to pull him out. He's got the bombs. In fact, if they turn around right now, Troll could probably take a kill, but he doesn't. Wisp gets rid of the latch.
They're going on Bounty Hunter.
4 stacks of Sticky Napalm. They're failing to take Bounty Hunter, and he goes down. And that's 1 track kill. If Bounty Hunter gets at the mana to ult this guy as well. Oh, he doesn't use his ulti before he kills the Wisp. That could have been 2 track kills and a lot more gold, but it was still an excellent fight. Looking up here on the top, Spirit Breaker is going in on Rubik.
That's not gonna hold.
And the Sunstrike lands, and it hits properly with the bonus damage on it from Shadow Demon placing, I believe it would be Soul Catcher there. Sunstrike does bonus damage. It's just enough to finish him.
Ooh.
That's what they've been trying to do this entire time.
Luna's taken up middle against Invoker.
Yeah. There's a special bug that happens sometimes with mini-maps when someone gets Wisp TP'd around. Instead they become this glowing red ring on the map that just sort of wanders around and has no character portrait in it.
Invoker, but can't follow up.
No, there's no way that she can follow without Rubik there to support. She has no hard CC at all, and Invoker runs pretty darn fast, to be honest, especially with Trank Boots.
Yeah, and he can always throw up wax.
Oh, it looks like a kill down on bottom. Bounty Hunter gets killed by with the help of Wisp, and he used a dust to do it. He probably was not expecting that dust. Now, let's take a quick glance at the last hits and denies. It looks like Invoker is sitting really quite pretty, actually. He hasn't done any moving out of the lane, but his Sunstrike's been successful enough he hasn't had to. He's gone into pretty much a full Exort build.
Luna and since he's just hitting with Sunstrike, he can just sit in lane, farming.
Yep, and he'd be crazy not to. Personally, I'm a big fan of using Quas Wex instead and going to support some ganks, but he hasn't really needed to. Although, to be honest, his team would have more kills by now if he were moving into places. But that Rubik is just sitting there, patient as ever. He's still got half an invisibility rune left. And was there a ward? There was a ward that revealed that Rubik is invisible, probably quite nearby him, so he doesn't want to move out at all. It'd be very risky. Spirit Breaker looks like he wants to go in though and do something about it, but there's an invisible Bounty Hunter too, and they have no idea at all about this. 2 invisible players, that's a bit of a big threat. The Spirit Breaker passes through Rubik, so they know that he's there, but Bounty Hunter turns up as well. Rubik gets the left, and Bounty Hunter gets the ult. Batrider flies in, uses all of his abilities, pushes him back in deep, and he's got the ulti just in time. Pulls him in close, with TP's in, but he's not linked onto anyone. If he goes down in the next few seconds, is he going to? 3 seconds and he'll TP away, but it's not enough. He ges right-click down again, and that's another track kill and even more gold. And Luna just barely scrapes away, being chased by her own illusion's damage. And Troll Warlord throws down the slow, and he moves in really deep, hitting everyone with those hatchets. And is it going to be enough? Spirit Breaker uses his charges, moves in. Shadow Demon gets a kill, but he falls for it. Double kill, in fact, for Luna. Spirit Breaker, he needed just a bash to kill off that Luna, but it's not going to be enough.
Luna should really stun up that Spirit Breaker.
Yep, she could hit him right now. There she goes. Bam, that's another kill. A triple kill for Bounty. And the Sunstrike! Oh! If she hadn't backed up, that would have been it. That would have been a kill after all of that. It would have been the clutchest Sunstrike ever. What a heartbreaking moment. They're just limping away. Now that is a lot of action all at once.
Yes, it is. I had trouble keeping up there. Looks like they're going in on Invoker again. Just going to harass him up a bit.
Oh, Spirit Breaker is charging in on that Rubik, and he has no idea about this fact. Though Invoker and Shadow Demon have to move in right now if they want to make something happen. They need to be a lot closer. If Rubik stays in that far corner, that would be quite risky for Spirit Breaker to move in. He's going to do the full charge. He's on the other side of the wall completely, and that Deafening Blast just barely reaches, and the Cold Snap too gives him just enough damage. Shadow Demon is trying desperately to get away, but the Sentry Ward is down and giving him visibility, and Wisp is giving attack speed to the Spirit Breaker with all of his bashes, and Troll Warlord is helping out too. He uses his ulti as well for everyone to get bonus attack speed. That is very fast.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Spirit Breaker ulti's in, and Luna gets caught. She's gonna just I don't see her getting away from that. Nope. Couple stuns, some chain stuns. Damage goes down, and Batrider goes in to help, but he's not gonna be strong enough and falls for another auto attack. But Shadow Demon uses his ability at just the wrong time and gives Batrider what he takes to get away, but no, gets hit by a Wisp Spirit.
You see Ruba coming in, probably won't be able to do anything.
They're with the support of Bounty Hunter, actually. The track is down, so he won't be able to hide. A couple more clicks, and then one more. Very close, and there we have it. Another kill. They're staying. Oh, and another one as well. Rubik wings Wisp with that right leg.
They would have been fine if they hadn't run up towards the.
It looks like they're going for the deny, and they don't. Troll Warlord takes the tower. Alright.
Still, it wasn't smart of them to go up around the ancient.
Oh no,
camp.
Bounty Hunter's gonna fall. He's got the ulti on it of Shadow Demon on it. It's gonna slow him down and make it really, really easy to pick him off. Troll Warlord's following up as well, but Disruptor pulls him back, but misses the wall. Is it gonna be enough to kill Shadow Demon, however? It just about is, and that's some more track gold for the entire team. This fight has continued on and on and on. Like, no one's given up and broken away yet.
That's not good for the Radiant.
And when they do, it leads to more fighting.
Oh, but another Sunstrike is falling, and it hits! Oh, I had Spirit
not
Breaker sighting for it, which is pretty good, though. That's a nice combination.
By the gods,
Still not enough to take him out.
tower doesn't even have arms to... Oh, that's not
I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this.
It's fine, it's fine. I took a lot of practicing casting, and I'm still pretty fucking awful. It's a lot to keep up with.
Let's take a look at their items.
That sounds like a very good idea.
We have Batrider with the bottled illusion rune.
Yep, but so far he's sitting at phase. He probably wants to rush to a Blink Dagger. I'd be amazed if he didn't, but he's had a hard time going down in quite a few of these fights, so he hasn't been able to build up that gold like he wanted to.
He is building up a bit of jungle cramps there.
Oh yeah, it's a really smart move, and I love seeing it happen.
We have the drums on the Bounty Hunter.
Yep.
With the Spottle and the Boots of Tranquility going in on the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, look at his movement speed. Almost 500, especially with track giving bonus movement speed to anyone that you're around. Oh, and Wisp TP's in, but he's got no one to latch to. That was a bad idea, and Spirit Breaker ultis as well, and it pulls him out of Wisp's latching range.
Shadow Demon is coming.
That's two tracks down. Oh, is it going to be enough damage? Shadow Demon slows him down with the ulti, and Spirit Breaker looks like he's going to be able to just about get away. That Shadow Demon was perfect with the saves, but no! The bottle from Batrider just about reaches, and Luna moves in to mop up, and she takes a kill on Wisp. Oh, but she moves right into Troll Warlord and goes down for those auto attacks. But he's got a trap on him. The ulti Disruptor's going to keep him silenced, and there's no getting away from that, and he falls. Disruptor takes a kill. And another Fire Blast comes out, but it wasn't timed very well this time. Rubik lifts him up. The Fire Blast doesn't hit with Batrider. Oh, is it going to be okay for Bounty Hunter to get away? He does just about escape, and that track bonus, there was a lot of gold in this. In fact, I'm going to bring up the gold graph. Oh yeah, that tells a very obvious story of how the Radiant's doing. They're sitting at about 2,500 gold bonus in only 13-14 minutes. It's pretty impressive. Spirit Breaker looks like he wants to move in for another charge. Is he going to hit anyone, or is he moving on to a creep in the middle? He's traveling. He's still chasing. He's still chasing, and he backs up just before he can reach Rubik, and Batrider throws a fire bottle at the floor for no reason. Some illusion runes are chasing down the Spirit Breaker now. He's completely out of position, but Bounty Hunter backs up as his friends come into assist him.
Still, it looks like no one's finished a big item yet so far.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, if you look at the money, Troll Warlord, he's finished his Helm of the Dominator, so he's got a lot of that survivability. His ability to just sort of sit there and keep bashing out those hits and stunning people, very important. I'm not sure that I like his build, though. I'm personally fond of seeing tons of points in Berserker's Rage. But the bash chance doesn't improve, but the movement speed and duration and damage, just incredible. Although the Bird Baron 2 is very fantastic. It's hard to say which I prefer. And there's some counter-warding going on by Rubik, which is a nice choice. That Batrider ulti's good. Sorry, that Troll ulti's going to make it really easy. Which was stolen by Rubik, and it looks like he spent it just before it ran out. Okay, let's have a look here at some other items. We've got Shadow Demon, typical support. He managed to make it to a Bracer. He's getting some Sentry Wards in. Very big deal. The Invoker did, in fact, go for the Yules in the end, which was a good choice. It's that extra movement speed that's really important to him right now. Let's have a look here. Disruptor, is he having any luck? Nope, just seeing a typical support gear, and Troll Warlord drops Luna with what looks like just a right-click string. She did not have much of a hope in hell there.
Nope.
And that's not going to help. He's probably going to go for a Chrysalis next. I'd be surprised if he didn't. Or maybe a Skull Basher, just to match up with his other bash. Monkey King Bar, also a possibility, as well as Butterfly, but really, you'd be mad not to go for a Chrysalis.
Dire is grouping up.
Oh, the Yules lifts up the Rubik, and the timing is perfect. The Sunstrike hits with all the abilities just as he lands from the Yules. Now that is some practice timing, but that Disruptor ulti and wall catches all 4 people, so the rest of them are going to be able to back out safely.
I'm surprised they didn't avoid that,
Warlord
though,
with the
because
slow and Shadow Demon's ulti. That's an immense amount of slow. And Disruptor sends one of them back, but it's no good. He pops under the assault of Wisp, surprisingly enough. Oh, Bounty Hunter just mops up, but he does not use track, so there'll be no bonus gold for that kill.
I'm surprised they didn't avoid the initial gank because Dire had just walked through 2 wards.
Shadow Demon has a terrible time, and that, I believe, was actually a track kill on this occasion. It's really important that he keeps landing these, because it's the way they're going to stay ahead in these fights. I'll put this to you right... Oh, God, Batrider pulls the ulti, and there'll be no escape for that Invoker, especially with... Oh, no, track runs out! Oh, it doesn't. It's just a bug on his vision. He uses to try and save himself, but it's for naught. He falls and dies.
All your brilliance,
But yeah, as I was going to say, before this action just kept on ramping up, the enemy team, the Dire side, have a way stronger late game. I'm not even remotely kidding. That Troll Warlord, one of the strongest late games at the moment, just because of his right-click power. There's constant bashing as well. Spirit Breaker 2, if he can make it to some decent attack speed, especially with Troll Warlord's ulti helping him out, he'll be a really big force to be reckoned with.
Radiant has been way better with ward coverage so far, though, but it hasn't really helped them that much.
There's been a lot of counter warding, although they haven't spotted this one here in the... I can ping it, but it won't actually give you any vision because we're not in a cast.
The Observer ward.
Yeah, there's an Observer ward down there in the Dire jungle. Oh, TP on Luna! She had no idea it was coming and she uses her ulti desperately, but it's going to bounce off the jungle creeps. That's just the worst luck. Rubik looks like he wants to go in to try and do some helping hand.
He does not move fast enough, though.
Oh, he lifts up the Troll Warlord and pulls him in, but Lewis stays hooked and they TP back to base. I want to point out how unlucky this is. Luna could have gotten a kill on Wisp and possibly a follow-up kill on Troll Warlord, but at least 2 or 3 of her ultis bounced off of the creeps that she was fighting in the jungle, which is actually just proof of a great choice of timing by Wisp. He waited until there were enough creatures there that they just wouldn't get double ultied. Invoker does a little dance and he's getting some little last hits. He's sitting at 46, which isn't too bad. It's starting to fall behind compared to the Troll Warlord and the Luna, but that is generally to be expected. Alright, where I see Shadow Demon just sort of setting up that ward coverage again. It looks like those Sentry Wards will disappear for the Radiant side, so Dire are going to be able to get control of the back of the river. And Troll Warlord, he's finally strong enough to solo Roshan.
They're taking out Invoker again.
Oh, Invoker gets picked off by every ability. Troll Warlord is possibly in danger and needs to back up. I think there was ward coverage that let them know that he was in there.
That Rider finishes Blink Dagger.
They've got to know what's about to happen. Bounty Hunter needs to go invisible and check in right now, or that Roshan will eventually fall. It doesn't... Oh, God. If Roshan is just getting chain bashes. That is the most terrible luck for him.
Poor Rosh.
Nope. With Troll Warlord's ulti up, then he'll be in much better odds of taking it down. He's just not getting any bashes on this Roshan. Wisp comes in to help him out now. And uses his ability. Oh, Troll gets chain bashed again! The poor guy, and another bash. This is just... Oh, I feel so bad
Radiant
for
is
him.
taking out bottom tower.
Yep, this has taken him so much longer than it should have to win for all those bashes, but Troll Warlord finally has the Aegis to be able to make a move on him. Wisp is going to TP him in from behind him. The excellent wall sent up by a Disruptor, and he TPs that Wisp back out, and Bounty Hunter gets a kill. Sorry, he TPs the Troll back out. And that's going to be a Dire tower down for it. And Troll Batrider uses the ulti to try and pull him away, but he uses Blink. Oh, that's a terrible idea. It breaks the ulti. Maybe he wasn't aware of this fact, but this ELO player would be surprised in this
It
case.
has no arms to defend
Possibly
itself.
just a misclick. He drops down all the abilities he can. He needs to get away from that troll though before it's too late, and Shadow Demon's ulti is going to give him all of that slowdown he needs, but a stolen Deafening Blast from Rubik does just enough damage to take him out and kill the troll wall and pop the Aegis.
And all this time, Jack D. Ripper just sitting around in top lane farming.
Oh no, and just as you say, he hears you talking. He's charging, deathfully charging at nearly completely no hit points into the middle of that Radiant group. And the Dire side are just getting picked apart now. It's just fantastic control by the Radiant team. And Wisp turns up, and it looks like he's just going to turn up to his own death again. He's in a bad position. Disruptor ulti pulls him back. Spirit Breaker just panic ultis back home to base. Oh, he doesn't. He goes in for the tower. And Wisp, Wisp latches right over to him. And Bounty Hunter desperately tries to take him down.
You need a dust on Bounty. But they just
Oh,
don't have
the
it.
heal just in time. The
Nice.
armlet toggling from Spirit Breaker was perfect.
And that
And that's
Disruptor
gonna
is
be a
out of
good death
mana,
for
so
Disruptor.
he
He
cannot
goes
do
down as well.
anything.
I want to express how great that armlet toggle was. As Bounty Hunter's killing blow flew into him, he toggled the armlet on for that temporary bonus of hit points. And yes,
That's
you can in
amazing.
fact charge through the wall. Yes, because I want to. Say what you want about Jack the Ripper, but he got style.
Yep. He just breaks physics with his desire to do things.
It's true, and no one can ever say it. I mean, Batrider finished his Blink Dagger, but I don't think he was aware that that ruins his ulti completely. It's why you generally go for you blink in and then you ulti and then run away, or you in fact get Force Staff, which I encourage him to do now. Because you blink in, you ulti, and then you Force Staff away with the person you're latched to, and it completely works. Wisp TP's in with the help of the Troll Warlord.
But
He's at that death point now that they just can't stop it. Look at that, just completely melted. Disruptor drops a great ulti with the wall there, and Warlord's actually in some kind of trouble, although that... Oh, the Invoker times everything perfectly! Such a huge amount of damage, but Bounty Hunter TP's in with Luna's help and the track gold. That's going to be quite a lot, and Spirit Breaker did his full charge in. He's going to get hit by everyone. He tries to ulti, and is he going to do it? He does! He gets a kill just before he falls. Which is better than I expected, really. He could have just died for nothing.
That's what I was expecting. We
Wait,
see Bounty Hunter with a Black King Bard now.
Yep, and it's a really good choice. He, of course, doesn't get CC'd. He can go from there. I imagine he'll go for something like a Desolator. It's a pretty good choice in a Bounty Hunter. You drop the track down, you have the BKB to keep you safe, and you keep on dealing Desolator hits, dropping heavy damage when you Janada, and they have no armor. Because, I mean, look
Also-
at it. You've got bonus... yeah, you've got bonus chasing speed for the track, and then you've got Janada, which reduces armor when it hits them, I believe. No, it doesn't. It just reduces attack and
I also point out that Luna has Helm of the Dominator and a BKB also.
Yeah, she's sitting in really good position. She can just keep on pushing and farming. Next item, I can't imagine what she'd go for because there's just so many options. She might rush a Butterfly, which personally I'm quite a big fan of myself, or a Manta Style. Either of those really, and she'll be able to push incredibly hard. Bounty Hunter's just sitting with the bottled haste ring. He can move in whenever he wants to help out, but now he's going to
Not sure she can really do much against that Troll Warlord, even
No.
with all
Oh
that.
no, they just smoked right next to that Observer and Sentry Ward. They completely wasted it, and apparently Jack the Ripper's got the phone call. So while this call is ongoing, we'll take a quick look at the experience in gold graphs. So in experience, we see that Radiant are still ahead. They've had a couple of drop-off moments in those later team fights, but overall they're looking quite strong again. It's a roller coaster really of experience, and the Dire side are just about staying below them each time in these engagements. And as for gold, it's just continuing to skyrocket. That Bounty Hunter's been pretty on the ball with his track for most of these team fights, so they keep on making more gold. Like, that's kind of what happens. If you get into an engagement with your team fight and you trade evenly, you're probably still behind if the enemy team had Bounty Hunter.
Bounty Hunter OP.
Yep.
And still, that Troll Warlord is doing pretty good at smoking people.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Also, do you know anything of what they're saying? Any of that German out there? I have no idea what they're talking about.
No.
It looks like they're ready to go soon. But yeah, we've got Spirit Break. He's probably going to a BKB because he's got that Ogre Club. We have Wisp, who's finished a mech, which is excellent. We've got Troll Warlord, and he's sitting at... he's going to a BKB as well, which he's just finished. In fact, he's got the recipe waiting to go to now. We've got Invoker, who'll be going for an Aghanim Scepter because he's called that point booster, and it would be crazy not to go for an Aghanim Scepter. And Shadow Demon, again, looks very much support, but now he also has a belt to go with his boots, bracer, and wards.
So maybe he'll get some better boots.
Bounty Hunter's just looking great. I really do love playing Bounty personally. Just the things that he can do for a team fight are amazing. Oh no, everyone's moving in the middle again. Spirit Breaker manly charges in with Wisp TPing directly behind them, and Invoker drops all the abilities, but he completely falls. Disruptor's ulti was perfect, and the BKB did not go off.
No, it
Bat
did go
Rider's
off.
keeping that Wisp pinned down with the track. Oh, even Mech is not enough to save Wisp, and that fight completely went the way of the Radiant team. And Bat Rider blinks in to try and do something, but he's not going to be able to reach it. Looks like Bounty Hunter wants to just sneak some extra gold. In fact, he kills off that little Wolfie, just because that Wolf has the aura that provides bonus damage. You want to make it follow around a Bat Rider, which is what you can do. Sorry, not a Bat Rider, a Troll Warlord, which you can do with your Helmut Dominator.
Dire's middle tower now belongs to
But now they
DHS.
take a tower. They could probably take a tier 2 if they're quick about it. They're in a really controlling position now, especially after that whiffed engagement by the Dire side. They didn't know that the full 5 members of that team were really close by. If it were just 2 or 3, that would have been a complete just get in, get out, kill a couple of guys.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They were screwed over by their lack of vision.
Yeah, and which is kind of a surprise because they've both been desperately trying to ward, and they knew that the team were there because they just recently whiffed that smoke. I don't know. Roshan, of course, he's not going to be up for another 5 minutes. And Luna's just doing that Luna farming thing. She's finished a BKB and she's just going to be able to take out the Ancients whenever she wants to. What's that courier bringing over, in fact? Also want to point out, they've got the awesome courier, the Hummingbird. The Swallow, whatever it is.
I personally have the Fearless Badger.
Oh, you have the Badger, I'm using the War Goat.
I love the Badger.
It's pretty great. Oh, Spirit Breaker charges in again, and it's another Wisp TP, but he's not latched onto anyone, so he does that completely wrong. Still, regardless, it looks like it's quite a lot of output damage, and that Bounty Hunter desperately tries to get away. He drops another track, but he gets Shadow Demon ultied. He hasn't got a dust on him, so if he goes invisible now, he could back up, but they've got the ward coverage, and he's got a cooldown, so... Nope, apparently movement speed is just about enough, and Disruptor drops another great wall to get away, but Jack the Ripper is on him, along with the help of Invoker moving extra fast thanks to that Yours.
But he's not weaving any new spells to throw at people yet.
No, he should be invoking all the time right now, but he's just not. I want to point this out. That was a great engagement by the Dire, but the Radiant did a perfect job of getting away. They lost 1 person in that entire engagement.
But now they're getting Roshan area control right now.
Yeah.
Making sure that they can grab it the second he comes back up.
They spent a ton of those sentry wards, though, on Bounty Hunter before he could even use his invisibility to get away.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look here. Troll Warlord is doing that Troll Warlord farming thing and right-clicking his way to victory. He's... I don't know, he's picked up a sentry of his own instead of moved on to another item build, but really he's sitting great when he's got a BKB. I still think it's going to be a Chrysalis, though.
Bounty Hunter is way ahead of gold on gold. He's like got 3 times the amount that Jack the Ripper has.
Oh, I'm not even remotely surprised. Like, the bonus gold that he gives to his team, it's even more for him. Everyone on his team gets 150 gold when they get a kill. He gets 250. It's pretty impressive for every team kill, and he's managed to stay alive pretty much all the time. In fact, let's have a look at kills to deaths. Yeah, he's the highest scoring thing in the game. 11 kills, 4 deaths, 12 assists. And that Luna just freely walked past all of those people.
And now they're going...
That's an ulti. It goes right through the BKB of that Troll Warlord. They're just going to right-click him down before it's too late. Oh, though, he stays up! Look at the lifesteal! They desperately try to pop him without the spell damage, but Luna goes in and just hits everything. That's an instant triple kill, and that Disruptor brings it back, but Bat Rider blinks right past. He completely misses it. And that stolen meatball attack from Rubik. And that's an ultra for the Luna. If she goes in on that Spirit Breaker, it could be a rampage, but he decides discretion is the better part of valor and backs right the hell out of her.
One thing I really like about the Badger, courier, when he's flying, he flies by having a bunch of balloons tied to his back and a propeller on his butt.
Yeah, that's because honey badgers don't give him no fucks. I think it's not right to call it early GG, but it's going to be really hard for the Dire to turn this around. Like, it would only take 2 or 3 successful team fights to do it, but the Radiant have been incredibly careful about it. Also, everything seems to have frozen, and I think I've just DC'd.
Luna just finished her Manta style and is just throwing those bouncing blades at everything.
Okay.
So we have a good engage by Spirit Breaker going right on to the Bat Rider, stunning him up like crazy.
Oh, everything just caught up for me. And then, like, I was frozen at the point where that tower was halfway dead, and it was trying to disconnect me. 10 seconds have passed, and everything has exploded. I can't even keep up with it. Oh.
Dire style had a good engage, but Radiant is doing a good job at not getting fucked over by it.
Yep, Troll Warlord wants to go in, and he could hit that Bounty Hunter, but, you know, Bounty Hunter drops the BKB, and he should not be going back in. He's got tracks on everyone, which is excellent for vision, but he's now officially alone. Troll Warlord turns around, that bash penetrates the BKB. They have vision of him. Can he get away from the ward? He does, just about, and that ward is dropped too slightly by Troll to follow up. And in fact,
Bat
the
Rider's
stolen
flame
Billy...
break totally saved him.
And Rubik toggled, he steals Berserker's Rage, and now it's now toggled. He's a melee Rubik. It's pretty fantastic. They're going to be able to push it away, though. They didn't lose the racks, which is it's the only thing Dire could have hoped to have achieved, and they did a great job of it. Looking at items now, Troll Warlord still hasn't moved on to yet another item. Is there anything in the courier right now? Nope, nothing in the shop waiting for him either. Shadow Demon, he still hasn't got to level 2 boots, poor guy.
Well, Troll did finish his BKB since not long ago.
No, he finished his BKB about 8 minutes ago by this point.
Really?
Yep, he's had it for a good long while. Jack the Ripper is having a terrible time. He's had that Ogre Club for quite a long while and still not managed to get another item up. He is sitting at how many deaths? 7 deaths, which is quite a big
Bounty
deal.
Hunter going in on Invoker, just slicing him up, but Invoker pops the scepter.
He pops his wand, he pops his scepter, he gets the lift, and he tries to get away. He invokes a quick cold snap and a meatball, and it's going to be enough to make Bounty Hunter back up, because it's, you know, just don't want to go in on that. Spirit Breaker looks like he wants to go in and do something, but he's not in a position to do so.
Well, he was protecting Wisp.
Yep.
Or
We've got Troll Warlord just doing his little farming thing. He's grabbed the Blades of Attack, so I think he's going to go for a Chrysalis.
He's just happy farming for it now.
There's a broadsword right now on the courier, and he's got a gloves. He's got a Blades of Attack in his stock, so that'll be about 600 gold away for a Chrysalis.
It's like Bounty Hunter's going for Roshan.
As he should. Oh, it's been scouted out completely. There's a charge on him from Spirit Breaker. There's a Sunstrike. Whisper's TPing in, and Bounty Hunter gets completely destroyed. He should have known, and he should have backed out. But oh, the send back by Disrupted leaves Troll Warlord in there completely on his own. That's a couple more right clicks, a couple spells, and then he's bursted down, and that's a free amount of gold. Bounty Hunter is still alive.
Coming in on Bounty Hunter.
Spirit Breaker has been coming in on Bounty Hunter for a while now, and it's just still not enough. Bounty Hunter survives. They get a double kill, both track double kills, in fact, and they're going to be able to take Roshan. Unless he keeps on getting bashed, the mech keeps him healed, and the meatball from Invoker. It's scary stuff, but they've got the full vision that they need. Those tracks are out. Shadow Demon is caught completely out of position as well. A little bit more burst, so right click to go, and Shadow Demon falls as well. Rubik gets the kill.
Invoker really needs to get leveled up so he can upgrade his ult, so he can keep weaving more spells.
Yep. Also, Rubik has stolen Battle Trance, so everyone is going to get that global bonus attack speed, which is fantastic. And they're going to be able to push this double racks while Bounty Hunter just tries in vain to fight Roshan, but it's not going to be enough.
Rubik has a Force Staff sitting in his stash right now.
Oh yeah,
not sure why he's not
Look at those
that.
fall with Troll Warlord's bonus attack speed. These towers don't have any chance. Look at the glaives bounce around the base. A clone's still doing plenty of damage. Bounty Hunter's doing that farming thing. Got Tranquil Boots up. He's just hitting some ancients, but it looks like they're finally going to go for Roshan properly now.
I'm surprised Rubik doesn't have the courier just bring him his staff.
They're probably going to wait to see if someone else can build up a big item as well, and then send 2 at once for the courier.
Bat Rider already has a Force Staff too.
Yep. And I said that Blink 4-Staff combo is fantastic with Bat Rider's ulti. Wisp TP's him up top, and he wants to push this tower desperately, and they could do a lot of damage. Look at it go down. But Bat Rider was waiting for it, but he blinks directly onto Wisp's grab, but with Bat Rider's ulti on him, that Troll Warlord is not going to get away with the Wisp. He's got abilities on him. The wall misses just barely. Bat Rider 4-Staffs in after him, he drops the bottle to push him back, and he's dropping the sticky napalm as well.
Bounty Hunter had just sort of walked past Troll Warlord.
Yep, he wanted to get in front of him to body block him. But the Troll Warlord has so much lifesteal, it takes a really long time to kill him when he's got that BKB up, because it's just right-click versus right-click damage.
It's still not enough against 3-4 people.
Oh, the Sunstrike falls, but all of those creeps moved in just enough time that the damage got spread out, so Bounty Hunter doesn't fall. Whew, gotta take a deep breath. Luna continues to move in. It looks like she could take on that Spirit Breaker if she wanted to. She's got a haste rune, and that Spirit Breaker just stuns her and runs. It's a good choice, really.
He's given that
still trying to finish that BKB. He's finally got to a Mithril Hammer, but he's still 700 gold off it.
I feel sad for them.
Luna can pretty much just do whatever she wants now with the Aegis of the Immortal and the BKB.
And the Manta Style.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great watching it work. She just leaves some illusions farming the jungle for her while she goes off to push the tower away at bottom.
There's some Rubik illusions walking around too.
It's an illusion pie.
Being sort of mobile wards, I guess.
Yeah. It's a good way to use it. If your support's the one with the illusions, you can either use it to try and trick some ultis out of people, or you can use it to scout.
Oh, Rubik has Gem of True Sight now, so that Bounty Hunter's pretty screwed. Or not the Bounty Hunter. Did he pick up the Gem of True Sight from the other team?
It was bought by himself. No, he's probably been using it to counter ward. Also, if people try and use Ghost Walk, for instance, they couldn't get away. But to be honest, it's got to be for counter warding, because Bounty Hunter can reveal invisible units if he casts a trap on them. And I don't think anyone bought a Shadow Blade. At least they would be insane to do so. Yeah, they didn't buy a Shadow Blade.
Jack the Ripper saying boom after he kills an illusion.
Wow.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run,
He really showed that illusion who's boss, and my mouse just freaked out. I can't see anything. And they take another tower. The towers just melt so fast, especially with Troll's stolen ulti.
Wisp getting caught out, but is able
Wisp
to
uses his
tether on
latch to get right away.
By the gods, the Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself.
The usual combo up from Invoker, but there's no one there to hit except for some illusions, and Luna just goes right on in. But did you see that? Her Shadow Demon illusions just take all of Luna's ulti bounces. And Troll moves in with a couple of right clicks. That's 5 hits to get a kill. He's getting focused down. Bat Rider lifts it up. Oh, it's just incredible. Some more track kills. A godlike Luna.
Invoker blocked himself with his wall.
Oh no, that slow from Janada. Wisp just about gets him out though. And Banner's going to do a little bit of right clicking, and I don't know, he's got them all tracked, which is exactly what he wants to do. And they'll be able to take these towers for free. Spirit Breaker's moving in on Fugu. But now he's going to get hit by everything. And Bat Rider moves on in. Drops a couple, he could drop some sticky napalms. He should probably do that to slow him.
GG's already being called.
GG is called. That's brutal damage. And Bounty Hunter's just going to keep on right-clicking his way through it. Jack the Ripper tries desperately to get away, and it's not going to be enough. I believe that's the end of the game, guys.
Yeah, Bounty Hunter with a Desolator finish. There's no turning this around.
Yep, and Luna's got her Manta style up. She can keep on pushing these towers, which, you know, just can't stop her. She's got Talisman of Evasion, so she would have been building for a butterfly as well.
Middle tower is all alone in the world. Being attacked. Dire's middle tower now belongs
Well,
to
that looks like it's it. I mean, I'm going to take a quick look through their items just to see what we had. So we had Luna. She has the Aegis. She has the Manta style BKB. She finished a Satanic, which is incredible, and she's building for a butterfly.
Troll Warlord just finished his Chrysalis, but I don't think he can do much with that.
That he should have finished about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Bat
he
Rider
kept
has
getting
everything
killed.
he needs. He has a Yule's, a 4-staff, and a Blink Dagger. That's so much mobility. Disruptor has Boots of Travel, Mech, 4-staff, Gem. Oh,
Luna doesn't even get
Jesus.
taken out when she
lives.
runs into the pit.
She parties just a little bit. That's GG, well played. The game is done. I want to look at these graphs quickly, just before it's too late. 30,000 gold difference and 25,000 experience difference. That's incredible.
Jack the Ripper getting a Demon Blade of the Apocalypse.
That's a really cool blade, actually. I like that, and I want one.
Lucky bastard.
Ah, Bounty Hunter did finish the Deso. I like it when I manage to guess people's items correctly. It makes me feel really good about myself.
It is rather magical.
Well, I am some kind of wizard. And you guys have been our lovely audience, and with me has been the illustrious Kikka, who's had her first chance at Dota 2 casting.
And didn't do very well.
It just takes practice, and I probably talked over you a whole lot, because I'm used to doing the shoutcasting thing, and Josh does the explaining it all.
Yes, pretty much. Plus I'm only really used to casting StarCraft 2.
That's a fair point. We'll have to do that at some point. Sounds like it'll be fun.
Okay, but I'll be the one talking all the time.